share this? I think I did that right. I always have live problems. Huh? Oh, okay. Boom! All right. I don't know who that is, but welcome. Night 2 on a Friday night. You look so chill. I look like I'm about to go through some things. Woo! I can't see. I didn't let things see. Brandon is in the house, y'all. Nope. I don't need my glasses. I see where you're going with this. That's fine. All right. So, I didn't plug in the microphone. Y'all, hold on. Let me plug my microphone up. I am tripping tonight. I stopped and do like that girl. Remember that girl on what she was on Men to the Side and she was like wrong hole fool. I just put it in the wrong hole. All right, well, that's fine. Them your glass, no. Okay. All right, y'all. We'll go ahead and get started. Disclaimer to this show is we have 2 cameras going. Only one actually matters. The live really don't matter because y'all just getting a glimpse. I'm just being honest. Let y'all tune in with us. But tonight I have Mr. Sleven B, aka Brandon, from New Identity Barbershop, Barber School, Studio here in Savannah. And he's actually a great barber. I've been knowing Brandon for some years actually, but never really interacted with him every day on an everyday level. Me and Brandon actually went to college together. He was very quiet. At least that's what I thought. Maybe I got the wrong impression, but that's what I thought. So we are college alumni. And I wanted to interview him because I was doing this segment on Black entrepreneurs locally. And I actually love to do Black entrepreneurs because locally we're always overlooked, we're always underrated. There are so many people that already have platforms and they already establish themselves through social media or even on a celebrity tip. But locally, we don't get that much. We don't get that much acknowledgement. We don't get that much gratitude towards us or the appreciation that we deserve. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and open tonight's show with a prayer. Y'all know I open every show with a prayer. And we're going to go from there. This is his interview. And then after that, we're going to go into some Q&As from the audience. And then we're going to go into a game that I am not prepared to lose. Nope, I am not losing tonight. I'm being honest, I'm being raw, I'm being truthful. So, yeah, this is a part 2 and part 1 segment. So, bow your heads and pray with me. As a faith-driven entrepreneur with a faith-based business and platforms, I come to you tonight with a humbled heart and peace of mind to lift everyone here and tuned in with us before you, up in good faith in all they do. I pray that our messages reach most or many because we know we're not going to reach all. Most importantly, let our genuine responses, sincerity, and raw truth help and inspire others that may tune in with us or replay. I pray that the feedback and responses from tonight's show bring us the most unexpected blessings from all the right people and things with an unexpected purpose behind it. In Jesus' name, we thank you, and I am grateful to have Mr. Brandon here tonight with me, y'all, to allow God to show up and show out with us. So stay tuned and don't go nowhere because we in here. We're going to stay here. In Jesus' name, amen, amen. So, Mr. Brandon, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on to my show. And it's a pleasure to have you tonight. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
I guess I'm just ready for whatever's to come, and I feel good, and I'm ready to react and just get my responses.
Okay. So, we're going to start with where are you originally from?
Born and raised Savannah, Georgia, all over Savannah.
So, you're from Savannah?
Yeah, from Savannah.
Like born and raised?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've always been accustomed to moving a lot, thanks to, I guess, the way that I was growing up. I was brought up. I was never at a school. I was never at one school after first grade. I was always at a different school all the way up to high school.
Okay. Okay. So, are you prior military? Are you a veteran?
Yes, I am.
Oh, thank you for your service. Me too. Woo, woo. Okay. So, at what age did you take interest to barber? Like, when did you decide, like, hey, that's what I want to do?
I would say it was more of a chosen out for me to go into.
Okay.
I was still cutting while I was in the service. Of course, I was getting more and more people to come. And then sometime later, barbers outside started asking about me, and that's kind of where my ear ended.
Okay. So, being a college alumni, did you go to cosmetology school for barber?
Yeah, I went to Virginia College, did that, completed it, but I did not go to state board to get my cosmetology license because I turned right back around to get my BA, associate's degree in business administration.
Okay. Okay. So, how was the college life being in barber school for cosmetologists versus a regular female going for cosmetologist being a hairstylist? What would you say the difference is?
Because I went there, I was a barber. I am a barber, but I was learning to become a cosmetologist. It was very different.
Really?
I learned that. I think that's the first time I've actually been surrounded by a class full of females. It kind of started off with a class, it was about maybe 4 dudes, and I was the only one left.
What? So, would you say that the barber industry is female and male?
I mean, it's both, but it's like how most people would say it's male is a better cosmetologist, and then female is a better barber.
Okay. Okay. So, entrepreneurship wise, have you ever had a bad experience with being a barber in school versus professionally right now? Like, which one have you had that was worse?
more get my hands on, not school. So, didn't really have any bad experiences in school. I was more peacekeeper in my class.
Okay.
As long as I was there, it was peace.
As long as you was there, it was peace. Okay, okay.
I had to leave and I came back. This chaos. Yeah,
Okay, so what have you had a bad experience being a professional now and in the field that you are now and knowing what you know now?
Well, you experience everything from what you can improve in, what you need to improve in, and what you fail to realize for yourself and areas to grow. It's, mistakes, you're gonna make them. All type of hiccups. Get over them, get better at them, and progress from it.
Okay. So, what epiphany moment was it hard for you to balance real life and entrepreneurship life? Like trying to maintain your own schedules with clients versus your own personal life?
No, it was not hard. I say it was not hard. Because for me, it was more. I've already had the structure like due to my military service. So
Okay, okay.
transitioning to it is I work for myself.
Okay, makes sense. I can see that. Okay. So, okay, how would you react if a client canceled at the last minute? Like, how would you be able to handle that? How do Brandon handles that at the last minute?
I learned to handle it in different many situations for many occasions that they have happened. Last minute cancellation, I got somebody walking in or a couple people just in line waiting, I just squeeze them in at that time. If I'm either booked up or I'm not booked up. It really depends on the situation at the time. If it's last minute and it's like the last person, kind of just feel like you're just wasting time.
Okay. Who inspires you to be a barber?
Inspired me to be a barber?
Yes. Mm.
As a leading inspiration, I didn't have any.
Really? Why?
I picked up barbering as a hobby when I actually started. It was something for me to just do. I was okay with being good at not being great.
Okay.
As long as I was good enough, to cut my hair. I ain't too much worried. I wasn't really worried about nobody. But I was cutting my hair, people watching, you did me too, and that's how everything just started.
Okay, okay. So, as a black entrepreneur, and would you say the barber industry is competitive, or is it more like, hey man, welcoming?
It is competitive,
Really?
along with everything else that is competitive. But you find your peace in all areas of competition.
What? I would have never thought it would be competitive in the barber industry. In the hair, cosmetology wise, for a woman, I know it's more competitive because of the different weaves, the different styles, coloring. But barbering, I would have never thought it was competitive.
For me, I would say it's more competitive on the essence of you competing against your past self to be better.
Right there. Okay. So, knowing what you know now as an entrepreneur and being a black entrepreneur, what would you tell the next barber that's coming up that's young, black, ambitious, and want to be better at what he's doing versus what he used to do?
I say it depends on like how they approach you and ask for your help, whether it's mentorship or supervising, or for you to actually just teach still have to see where they are and what level of anything. So we can either help them improve or either way it goes. You still learn more coming from the younger generation. Information just fly. They learn something that we already know. We learn something that we didn't know.
Okay. So do you think, or shall I say, how do you think the barber business or any other business in that kind of industry, does it make a positive impact on the Black community or any community? Do you think it makes a positive impact on the community?
I mean, just about any shop kind of does, but yeah, barber shop or beauty salon or any other two, yeah, we big.
I thought so too, because you know, when school starts back and they be like the free haircuts for the kids when they start back, I actually like those. So yeah, I thought that was good for the community because some people they can't afford it, and I think when a child looks presentable, that means a lot, even if they don't have all their supplies or whatever. So I would definitely say y'all make a great impact. And at the level that you are now, do you think that you're competent where you are, or are you continuously trying to grow and elevate?
I'm continuously trying to grow, elevate, and always not just up.
So what about expansion? Does that include expansion?
I would say it includes everything that's me venturing to own my own business or
Okay.
other avenues of the area. I like knowing that there are options. Is how much into it. I still have to choose which one to actually pursue.
Okay.
I just want to be a great barber, or a great person to my barber, or to my clients, or just a great businessman. I want to still be me, but I can't be me and just be one of those. I have to try to
Okay.
mold all of them into one.
Okay. So what would be a con and a pro in your industry for you that you have experienced?
Being your own boss with it's a pro and a con. It's hand in hand.
Why?
Because depending on how you carry yourself and how you treat others, still say whether you maintain your business or you maintain your people or you lose them, both. Because you just being lackadaisy and choose not to really care about the craft or the people.
Okay.
They don't respect their time or they don't respect your time. Be more solid with it. Become more solid with yourself and discipline within yourself. So everything else becomes easier to manage.
Okay. Okay. I can see that. So what's the difference between a hectic client and a good client? Have you experienced both?
I was yeah. I experienced them when they became the same person. I experienced that too.
The same person? Cause the hair ain't good? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay.
You don't too much like, but you get through what they cut. They feel better. The whole mood change. They come back. They bring more people. Okay, now I like you a little bit more. All I'm saying is like all I'm saying in my head is don't be late.
Okay. Okay.
So they come and get it both.
So do you find it offensive when the clients are late versus the barber or the person that's gonna work on them being late? Which one is more offensive? The client being late or when you show up late?
both still situational based.
Okay.
They can be late because such as happened. I say I really don't look for people to give excuses as to why they're late. One thing is, I always hope that they give me a heads up
Okay.
before time, not after time, not at the time, before time.
Okay. Common courtesy.
Not everybody has courtesy, so
Good dog. Okay. 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 So, do you have children?
no,
Okay. So, would this be something that you would leave your future kids one day behind, or would you rather them follow their own path?
of course I want them to pursue their own path, whatever that may be. I don't care what it is.
Okay.
I'm a support person. I support anybody, anything that they do. However I can,
Okay.
whenever I can, whenever I'm able. So,
Okay. So, even though it's a competitive industry, and even though we have multiple barbers and talented other barbers, do you support? Are you one of those that support your own?
yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's real good. Because you don't find many like that. Many are selfish. Like they just only care about their seat, their focus. That's it. Their zone, basically. So that's good.
I support. I would say my support is more strong based around with those that are actually around me versus through social media. 'Cause I don't really be on social media. I know I have it. I know I seldomly use it, but I've never been able to actually find myself to be fine tuned in with consistently on social media. Like I know that's the thing. I know that's the gateway, but
Yeah.
uh,
You would think.
I'm still part of the old class in that part. I gotta go out there and interact with people,
What?
get people's attention. If you know I'm a real person, I'm not this bug you see here on social media.
Okay, so being that you work with people on a daily, um, versus social media wise, because social media seems to be the biggest platform to get any business started these days. You're more in person. Dang, that's something new. That that's so new because you see more of everybody posting their work online, everybody doing everything virtually, but to actually go out and get your stuff started and get everything off the ground, out the mud, that's in person to person, face to face. That's damn. I mean,
But all that's still the same way of the social way of it is marketing, but the grinding and hustling and beating in everybody's face, that's still marketing. They both the same. They both the same thing, just different value.
okay.
Social media, yeah, hey, well, I'm still constantly promoting. Yeah, you paying me for it? Yeah,
Okay.
oh, I get paid for this. Yeah, there is no care in that.
You don't think so?
That's I would say some people do, but just that there's no care in that. It's clockwork.
Okay, so it's more.
It's people taking their own personal time to do that clockwork. That's them caring about their business on even if it's promoting or marketing or say strategically maneuvering your way through life.
Okay. Okay. So it's more. You think it's more passion when you do it face to face? It shows how passionate you are.
It shows what type of or what kind of person I actually am truly engaging myself business wise. Through social media, if I only met you through social media and I've never seen you in person, I really don't have anything to say about you. I just have what I guess everybody else would see. I don't know what you like behind what you put on social media. I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. That's a good perspective. I like that. That's good. I like that. Okay. So, moving into a more sensitive topic, are you religious or spiritual?
Like say, I am neither. That's
Okay.
what I would say.
Okay.
I consider myself neither.
Neither. Okay.
It's for me. It's still a constant debate.
Okay.
I have constant debates about a lot.
Okay, I can understand it. I can understand it.
It's more like selective understanding. Selective understanding is in it. That does not make sense now. That doesn't add up because now I'm gonna draw more questions to what doesn't add up. And it's like you don't have the solidarity on the history of that. Like, it sounds weird.
Not.
Nothing but do you know?
Oh. Okay. Okay. Cool. So, what is one encouragement that you would give someone that is actually thinking of doing the barber industry, but they don't know where to start? And knowing how you started up, what is one encouragement that you would give them?
Patience. That I would say that ought to be the first thing you learn is patience.
Okay.
Patience is going to get you through a lot. Patience is going to teach you a lot. Patience and discipline.
Why discipline? I know discipline is in a lot of things these days, with especially entrepreneurship wise, but some people use a different version of discipline. So what is yours?
Some people use, I would say, people use discipline. People using different versions of discipline. They call it they past self or they other self. Now, you got discipline, not to hit that little kid in the chest. You saying, boy, what? The little man won't keep his head still. Ooh, I want to cut.
Okay. So
The longest thing that made me really understood that I learned patience was it's the longest I ever took to cut anybody's hair was a kid.
really?
And it took me 2 hours to cut his head.
How young?
Somewhere, I would say 6. I want to say 6. He was 6,
6?
5 or 6 at the time. His dad was holding him. Well, his dad ended up coming to hold him in the chair. And,
Was that his first one?
his first time getting a haircut, I don't know. It probably was. No. It wasn't his first time getting cut. He didn't like getting haircuts. That's what it was. You don't really like getting haircuts. You don't be staying still and all that noise.
Okay.
That's why I have quiet curves.
Okay. So where you're at now and where you came with building yourself up and with this entrepreneurship, how could you handle a downfall at this point if there was one? Knowing that you're in between or no religious and spiritual wise, how would you handle your downfall?
Give me an example of the downfall.
Okay, like less clientele, a butcher on your name, like a rumor on your name. That's not your character. Somebody trying to hurt your character, hurt your business. How would you handle something like that?
Well, the name part, I'm quite sure I'll have to strategize about that differently, but I'm gonna always be laughing at that just because.
Really?
Because I'm gonna find it amusing and funny.
What?
I'm gonna find it amusing and funny that it happened or that it was said.
That ain't funny.
I will only laugh at it because it said, not having any truth behind it. Like I said, like you said, rumor.
Yeah.
Rumor on the name. I'm just gonna laugh at it. I'm gonna try
Okay.
to strategize around how to clean it up and prove my innocence through it.
Okay, what about your craft?
But my craft,
Yeah. And so is that so name versus craft? That's different. What? How? That's the same credibility because it's all your credit.
because let's say I'm a great barber, I'm a great businessman, and I'm a great people person. Now I'm shaking hands with the mayors and all them coming up to shaking hand, cutting president's hair.
You met Mayor Van Johnson?
No, I'm just saying that.
Oh man, go ahead.
All of that will be built on my name and how some people have been speaking up about me. After meeting all them people, and then there's a tarnish then comes with my name. Like he just shook hands with it, and all the people see me as I'm gonna be facing all of them, so now I have to go prove my innocence. Not just to the people that know me better,
Right.
but I have to reassure them that what y'all hearing ain't what you think.
Right.
But craft?
Yes. Explain this one because I need to know what the difference is.
Downfall and craft? I say that's more of a that could be more of an internal thing. That could be more
On them or you?
Losing client, that's more
Okay.
on you.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
what you doing to lose your clients.
Right.
Or less clients. You just gonna accept that you have less clients, or you gonna get out there and put foot, make more clients, build more clientele, actually get back in and getting engaged with people.
Mm.
One foot, left foot, right foot.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that.
Crap is easy. Man, it's an easier solution.
Really? I think okay. I can see both of those. I can. Okay. Nah.
Is they both asking you, do you care? Do you care about your craft? Do you care about your name? Or do you care about the name or the slander that they put on your name? Do you care that your craft is really starting to suck?
True.
I said, if you care, you gonna do something about it? Okay, then go. You don't care? Okay, then let it go.
Nah, I'm gonna do something about both of them. Cause first of all, you ain't gonna tarnish my name. You, like Tina said, I work too hard to get to get to keep my name. And then my crafts, like, nah, you ain't no. But I handle it very, very, very well. Very disciplined, like you said, disciplined. There'll be another way to show a different version of discipline. Yeah, I think so. So, what can we expect from Brandon in 2022? Is there more great things coming, new locations, more events for your clientele? Are we going back to school for something?
Yes, it's gonna be more of a lot, especially with all the things you just said. So
What? All of that?
yeah,
What? So new location?
that's gonna be around. Yeah, it's coming around next year.
What? Okay. It's good, right? Okay. All right. Cause he cut my son hair, so I'm gonna have to go wherever he go. That's just it. That's why I'm asking about the new location. God knows, no. Okay, okay. So, is there any last word that you would like to say or share? I want to know something. I want to know something. Name a bad time besides the kid. Just name a bad day that you had. Give me one. How a bad day would go for Brandon in the barbershop versus a good day.
A bad day. Well, I don't really have bad days, so let's say bad times or bad moments is when I realize I have not eaten and I'm still cutting hair. And I'm just really annoyed that there's more people coming in to get their hair cut. I'm just saying to myself, why you ain't just go to some other barber shop and go somebody else, man? I'm hungry. You ain't bring me nothing to eat, but you want a haircut? I literally be saying that in my head up until I cut somebody hair.
Okay.
And then I guess I don't actually do anything about it until I know I can't cut nobody hair until I eat. That's about as bad as it is actually.
Okay. So what's a good day for Brandon in the barbershop?
Me dancing while I'm cutting somebody hair.
What? Earphone phone? Okay. Okay.
I always have good days in the barbershop.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You ain't having fun, then you ain't doing your job. That's what's up. Long days, long hours.
You work your own days and you work your own hours. That's it, long hours. You work for yourself.
Okay.
You work for yourself, but you work with your people.
Okay.
So that's mostly what it means to run a business.
Okay.
Make sure your stuff and your establishment is on point, and you keep your good people around. Just like you want your good people around, you want them to do the same thing you're doing their way.
Okay. Okay. So one more. I got one more question, y'all. This is coming from me. I got one. Where did the name Sleven come from?
I've never seen my name. It just came out of a moment of movies, but I've never seen or heard my name in anything. Sports history, I thought started thinking like my name was a rarity. Then was a movie called Lucky Number 7.
Sleven, not 7. Okay. I gotta see. I gotta find it.
Well, it's Lucky Numbers. Yeah, Lucky Number 7. Lucky Number 7.
Okay. I gotta find it.
That's 7. Lucky Number 7. I like the movie. And the character's name was Sleven Clever. The name Sleven was a famous racehorse, winning pretty much the pony horse. And it died. Well, it was killed. OD. They drugged the horse. They messed up the horse. And that was a big deal. That was awesome. But Sleven was the name of the horse, and Clever was is Hebrew for bad guy. Both those names have strong meanings in that movie. But he chose Sleven. And I was like, that's my last name back.
Okay. So that's where it came from.
No, I've had the name, I just never thought to use it.
What made you start using it?
I didn't want to continue with using it. At the time, I was headstrong with anything being with my name, first title being Black. Black Knight, Black Clever, Black Attack, Black whatever. Black was it.
Okay.
Even for my emails. Well, actually, that was all. Then it was, after I saw the movie, I was like, why don't you just really just use your name? I was like, it's just your last name.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, let me just go with that.
Okay.
That's up with everything. As old as that movie is how I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I now want to know what it's about. But
It's a good movie. It's a revenge movie, but it's a good movie.
revenge.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's about this boy get revenge for his parents' death.
Oh man.
He's the one who took up the name Sleven.
I okay. I gotta watch it now. I want to see. I want to see.
That's the end part, but it's a whole put together puzzle piece. So you're not really gonna get it until after you see it.
Okay, one of them. Oh, okay, okay. So, can you share with the audience where they can find you on social media and locally here in Savannah, if you're in the Georgia area or state?
You can find me on IG at Sleven.B. That's SLEVEN.B. In Savannah on Washington Memorial. 737 Washington Memorial. I can't remember the name of that plaza. Grand Oaks. That's what I was trying to remember.
I'm thinking if I had a belt on, I will give you a whooping right there.
I'm not. I couldn't even remember the name of the plaza.
I'm like,
because I be trying to tell people that's the address, but like, is it this? Yeah, it's Grand Oaks Plaza.
Okay.
It's on Washington Memorial Drive, Grand Oaks Plaza.
Okay.
Plaza exit.
Okay.
Or Grand Oaks exit.
So Facebook and Instagram.
Just Instagram.
Okay, Instagram. Instagram.
Instagram, where you find my business. Facebook, ain't no business.
Really? I thought it was.
Ain't nothing but funny crap on Facebook.
Okay.
Just use Facebook for entertainment.
Okay. So, Instagram.
Got you.
What he said. All right. So, I have a question. I'm gonna do like a couple from my audience that they asked me to ask you. I think we already answered this one from Sarah. Where you, girl? This is in Denver, Colorado. Okay, we already answered this. Who inspired you to be a barber? We already answered that one. How would you describe a typical haircut when in your creative moment, when trying to be creative but also do what the customers say?
I would say you really have to ask me what I'm doing, because it's just how it's said. The creative moment, it's being created at that moment.
So do you? Okay.
Yeah, I
Now,
freestyle.
I was just want to say that. Do you? Which one do you like more? You like
Freestyle.
Okay, freestyle versus.
I like other people's work.
Yeah.
That's more inspiration to do your own thing.
Right. Right. Okay. That was a good one, Mark from Milwaukee. That was a good one. Wisconsin. What is your creative process like? Like, do it take you a while to come up with something or in advance, or basically you're spontaneous at the moment?
It's more of at that moment.
What? That's good. That's kind of like tattoo artists when they have to like create something for the person that walks in or whatever.
I would say more sometimes creative ammunition mostly comes from how the client actually is and when they want it done a certain way. Or they just want it to look mostly like when they just say, do your thing.
Okay. That was a good one, Reno, in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. So, who it? I don't think. Well, let's see. Do you do collaborations with other barbers?
I mean, I would. I have. I still would.
You done collaborations before? Like, oh, okay. Now I got a question. So with the collaborations or whatever, like there's hair shows for women. Do y'all have shows like that y'all go to?
Yeah.
I'm for real. Like really, because it's so well. I ain't gonna say ordinary, but it's so usual to know about a hair show. But
Alright, so let's see. You know about the Barbers?
okay, yeah, I heard of them.
You know about like any battles, hair battles with the mirrors in LA, Florida, Atlanta.
Okay, so y'all do have.
Everybody.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, okay, that was a good one. George in Bronx, New York. That was a good one. Okay, last one. If you could open a show, I'm guessing one of them shows we just talked about for any place, what would you where would you want to open at, or have you?
If I wanted to.
Yeah, like you be the opening. I'm guessing
Open it.
Yeah, you know what you doing.
I would say I'll probably do it for anybody that asks.
For
They
real?
give me, I don't need full details. Like, you want me to bring my full attention there? I don't need full details.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like when people take risks and don't turn down opportunities. I like that. That's man, you're a risk taker. All right, y'all. That concludes his interview. But we have a part two. So we're gonna take a minute because